Hello everyone, this is Irma with my note cards, and today I wanted to share some of the handmade paper that I made. Now YouTube and Instagram are filled with a lot of very talented people who are out there making paper for a variety of different reasons. And because I am a card maker, I became very interested. So I thought out of the box because I don't have all this fancy paraphernalia that they have, and I decided I was going to make my own paper. Now, I'm not going to go into detail because I'm not going to teach you how to make paper, but I wanted to show you the possibilities. Now, what I did, instead of using the paraphernalia that they have to make paper, and let me just raise this a little bit, I used some hoops. These are embroidery hoops. I managed to get a fabric that was very sheer, like curtain or almost like nylon stockings, okay? And I was able to drape it over the hoop and tighten it, and I used this instead. And again, if you want to see all the details on how paper is made, I strongly recommend that you go and type in handmade paper or how to make handmade paper, and you're going to get dozens and dozens of fabulous videos. But anyway, this is what I made with my paper. Now, again, the paper that you make doing this technique is not a paper that you're going to write on. This is for decorative purposes. So with this paper, okay, and let me tell you what I used for this paper. Let me get my other little circle over here. Is it this? Yeah, I use the paper that was in the paper shredder, okay? In the paper shredder, we shred our bills and a lot of junk mail that we get. And I did not really pulverize it as much as I should have, therefore getting a lot of you can see the tiny little letters of some of the words in the paper there, okay? And it is kind of lumpy, but that's okay. It's all part of the art of making paper, all right? So this is the back and this is the front. And I'll be using this to make a card. In fact, I'm going to show you in a minute the card that I made from this paper. Here's another piece. And I also added some pieces of leaves and dried flowers. Here's another one. Okay, now, if you're not artistic, you might look at this and say, oh, this is a lumpy, disgusting mess. But no, it really isn't. For those of us that are creative, we're able to see the beauty in these things. All right, and that's the back. Again, you see a lot of little pieces of the paper strips. Actually, it's not really handmade paper. What you're doing is you're taking paper that normally would wind up in the garbage in a landfill, and you're recycling it. Really, that's all it is. This one came out very round because I used this little embroidery hoop. And instead of nylon, this I got from an old window screen, all right? And if you're familiar with the process, you know that you put your shredded paper and water in a blender. Once it's pulverized, you pour it out into a bucket, and then you take your paper making device and you go into the bucket and then lift it up, and you lift up all the paper pieces, you know, the pulp. I think that's the correct word, the pulp. And then you put that to dry. Okay, and this was in here, and I popped it out. So, before I say goodbye, let me show you my beautiful card. It's a thank you card, okay? This is the handmade paper. I put it some leaves of a flower. If you're into flowers, you know, Is it hydrangea? Something like that. Anyway, look, guys, I draw in pink flowers. I don't plant them. But anyway, and this, though, this is an actual handmade leaf that I created out of a brown paper bag paper. Okay? Let me see. Can I lift this up? I don't want to disassemble it to show you, but trust me when I tell you this is not a real leaf. This I made. If you want to see how I make it, leave a comment. In fact, I think I may have a recent video showed you how I made these leaves. So that's it. That's the card I made. I'm going to be making more cards from my handmade paper. I hope you like this session. Please share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.